I've been to a load of places and I've done hundreds of things. But if I can give you one bit of advice, if you ever get the opportunity to go to a place called Ayrshire, ding it. I wouldn't even drive through it. Don't believe me, mate? That's fine. But here's 5 reasons to avoid Ayrshire at all costs. Subtitled for the tourists. Number 1, beaches. There are too many beaches in Ayrshire. It's a joke. Off the top of my nut, there's North Beach, South Beach, Stevenson Beach, Troon Beach, Prestwick Beach, Ayr Beach, Irvine Beach, Largs Beach. I could go on, but I'm not going to. And then there's Arran. Basically, that's an island with one big beach round about it. And if that's not enough, see these places with beaches? They try and sell you stuff. Fish and chips, ginger, sweeties, coffee, tea, cakes, pasta, pizza, ice cream, scones, rolls and slice, rolls and bacon, toys, scrambled egg, pinwheels, crafts, and then worst of all, beer. The nerve of some folk. Number 2, history. If there's one thing that does my nut in more than places with too many beaches, it's old things. Like castles, monuments, churches and abbeys and all that. There's hundreds of them in Ayrshire. There's ones in hills, ones in parks, ones in the middle of the town, ones with play parks next to them. There's even one on a hill overlooking a beach. It's ridiculous. And then do you know what these Ayrshire folk do? They take old stuff and they put it in buildings. Then they go and look at them. Settle about. They put boats in them, pictures in them, books in them, clothes in them, trains in them, art, statues, all that stuff. They say it's interesting and you can learn a lot. But genuinely, these are perfectly good buildings and they're filled with old stuff. That's holding. Number 3, stuff for Waynes today. Mind the days when Waynes were just content to sit in all day and play their Xbox. Now they want to go out and do stuff. So that's what they've got in Ayrshire. Things for Waynes today. They can go see dragons, they can see animals, they can go to farm parks, they can swim inside, they can swim outside, they can go skating, horse riding, go and see a big painted castle, go to skate parks, go gorge walking, laser quest, bowling, go to one of the beaches they've got, and they've even got a place you can go and look at the sky when it's dark. But it's dark. What can you see when it's dark? Whatever happened to the days when you could just sit and play FIFA without having to make hard decisions about doing stuff? Number 4, whiskey. Folk from Ayrshire make whiskey. They get grain, mash it up, stick it in a pot, boil it, and then they stick this concoction in a wooden barrel, and then they don't drink it. They spend all that time making this stuff, and then you're not allowed to drink it for 15 years or something like that. 15 years! You're allowed to look at it though. You can go to one of these distilleries and they'll show you the whole process, but you can't drink it when you're done. Mental. Number 5, golf. Basically, it's a game they play where you hit a wee ball with a bendy pool cue, and then you go a big walk to try and find the ball. If you're lucky, the wee ball goes in a wee hole once you've hit it. If you're unlucky, you need to hit it again and repeat the process till said ball goes in the wee hole. Ayrshire folk are nuts for it. 5 of their golf game places are in the top 100 UK golf game places. And then they invented something called the Open. They play it in Largs, Troon, Stevenson, Prestwick, Irvine, West Kilbride, Dundonald, that beachy place, and then there's hundreds of other places. It's perfectly good land they could have put a football bitch on. So there's 5, and if 5's not enough, then there's other things, like a hill that things go up instead of down. Some guy called Burns that Ayrshire folk never talk about. He wrote a poem about a moose and a sheep and flowers and stuff like that. There's gigs, festivals, award-winning pies, music, comedy, art galleries, boat trips, wrestlers, and hundreds of other things you'll honestly hate. Don't need to thank me though, I'm just glad to help. Anything I can do to save you from wasting a weekend in Ayrshire, time well spent in my opinion.